I'm glad you found me. Grab a drink and get ready for a fun night supporting JVS SoCal. Our show starts at 7 o'clock. You made it! Now that you're here, text your friends and tell them to watch too. We're welcoming everybody. I'll see you at 7 o'clock.
I want to congratulate JVS on next year being around 90 years helping Angelenos overcome barriers to employment, and tonight we can make a difference.
Hey you guys, every dollar tonight goes to those that JVS serve. Every single one. Talk to the dog. Talk to the dog.
On behalf of JVS SoCal, I am happy to be part of this life-changing event. Stay safe and healthy, and keep laughing.
Don't go anywhere. Our night of comedy and impact for JVS SoCal will start shortly. See you at 7. Glad you found me. Grab a drink and get ready for a fun night supporting JVS SoCal. Our show starts at 7 o'clock. You made it! Now that you're here, text your friends and tell them to watch too. We're welcoming everybody. I'll see you at 7 o'clock.
I want to congratulate JVS on next year being around 90 years helping Angelenos overcome barriers to employment, and tonight we can make a difference.
Hey you guys, every dollar tonight goes to those that JVS serve. Every single one. Talk to the dog!
On behalf of JVS SoCal, I am happy to be part of this life-changing event. Stay safe and healthy, and keep laughing.
Don't go anywhere. Our night of comedy and impact for JVS SoCal will start shortly. See you at 7. Glad you found me. Grab a drink and get ready for a fun night supporting JVS SoCal. Our show starts at 7 o'clock. You made it! Now that you're here, text your friends and tell them to watch too. We're welcoming everybody. I'll see you at 7 o'clock.
I want to congratulate JVS on next year being around 90 years helping Angelenos overcome barriers to employment, and tonight we can make a difference.
Hey you guys, every dollar tonight goes to those that JVS serve. Every single one. Talk to the dog!
On behalf of JVS SoCal, I am happy to be part of this life-changing event. Stay safe and healthy, and keep laughing.
Don't go anywhere. Our night of comedy and impact for JVS SoCal will start shortly. See you at 7.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mayor Eric Garcetti, and it is my honor to join you for a few moments to help celebrate a tremendous partner in the work of building an even greater city in LA. I've seen the work of JVS up close at every stage of my own career in public service, and they have been a tremendous partner in the work of building an even greater city in LA. From picking up the pieces after the Great Recession to helping us take on gun violence. From helping people who are in the grip of homelessness to caring for our veterans and finding meaningful opportunities for young people in need, JVS has been a relentless force for good. So on behalf of a grateful city, I want to say congratulations and thank you to each and every one of you for being true angels in the City of Angels. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you, JVS.
From the shelter-in-place entertainment capital of North Hollywood, California, it's Fritz and Friends, an hour of comedy and impact. Presented by JVS SoCal. Hosted by Fritz Coleman. And featuring his comic buddies. From The Conan O'Brien Show, Brian Kiley. From America's Got Talent, Jackie Fabulous. From National Lampoon, James P. Connolly. From Comics Unleashed, Karen Rontowski. And from Comedy Central, Don McMillan. And now, live from his comedy bunker, please welcome your host, Fritz Coleman.
Hello, you've made it. I'm so happy. Welcome to Fritz and Friends, an hour of comedy and impact. We're so thankful that you made it tonight. And impact is the whole reason I'm involved with JVS SoCal and have been for 10 years. From the very beginning, I got to see how they lifted people out of poverty, how they help people find jobs, how they help people course correct in their lives and find employment that lasts a lifetime. You're in for some inspirational treats tonight, learning from three people in three separate areas of the expertise of JVS SoCal. And you know, it is a pandemic, but the necessity for the programs that JVS SoCal is involved in don't soften during this time. We have to continue our mandate through all these troubled times. And that's why it's even more important than usual that you're here tonight to show your support for JVS SoCal. I'm just glad to be here and have the ability to talk to a large group of people without wearing a mask. But I'll tell you something, if I hear one sneeze in the audience, don't make me pull this out. Here it is. I wear a black mask because I think it makes me look more intimidating. This is what it would look like if Satan were your dentist. Anyway, my biggest fear is that this is how we're going to do gatherings for a long time in the future. There'll be no more large gatherings, no more large venues. Large venues may just go away. They may turn the Hollywood Bowl into a skate park. Public television may broadcast Shakespeare from the Den, brought to you by the Chubb Group of insurance companies. It's a really odd time. And I was much more afraid at the beginning of the pandemic because all the information was that COVID was going after old people. And like unlicensed contractors or the Liberian online scammers were going after old people. And I'm an old person. I am a target-rich environment. But I'm a lot more relaxed now than I was at the beginning of the pandemic. I am into the routine. I wash my hands 27 times a day. I never touch my face unless I have an itch. And I spend lots of time horizontal in my living room trying to figure out how to make a pizza on a 3D printer. The thing about the pandemic that I think is wonderful for neurotic people is that there are fewer people around to make you feel inferior. But I must say, we learn our personalities from other people's reaction to us. That's how we know who we are. And when there are fewer people around to react to us, then we kind of lose a sense of self. So the question is a jerk in quarantine still a jerk? Well, you're going to find out before the night is over. I promise you that. I think the most intimidating thing about COVID-19 is the number. The number makes it so threatening. COVID-19, as if to say this virus is now 18 times more powerful than it was back when it was just COVID-1. But I would rather have a virus with a number than one with a color, like the Black Plague or yellow fever. Well, my feeling is that eventually the virus is going to leave California, probably because of the cost of living. And somebody asked me what I thought the best part about quarantine was. And here's what I think. I think the best part about quarantine is you're forced to bond with your home. We don't spend enough time in our homes. We spend the bulk of our time going to work every day trying to pay for our homes. And then we spend another huge chunk of time traveling to and from work to pay for our homes. And when all is said and done, we spend the least amount of time in the place we spend the most amount of time trying to pay for. And then if there's any time left over at the end of the year, what do? We leave home and go on vacation. It's very important that you are in my home and you are in your home tonight so we can bond with our homes. That was Fritz's notes from quarantine. Now, let's get to the important stuff. I want to tell you how to make a pledge. It's so easy. You have your cell phones handy. Oh, I hope you're not watching our broadcast on your cell phone so you can use it. This is so easy. Here's how to donate via text. You send a new text to 91999. You text FUN space the amount, and any number of zeros is appropriate, space your name, and then click the link in the reply message to complete. And you'll see your name magically appear in the crawl at the bottom of the screen, and we will love you for it. You know, events like this, like all of the events that make JVS SoCal successful every year, are due to a series of angels. These are people that go above and beyond the call of duty and give us their heart and their hard-earned money and their expertise. And there's no greater example of that than the Paul family, and we're happy we can hear from them tonight. Guys?
Hi, I'm Jeff Paul, and this is my wife Nancy, and our family representing 2 generations of JVS SoCal fans and supporters.
Good evening, everyone. We hope you are all safe and healthy during these very challenging times, and thank you for joining us.
We are honored to be tonight's presenting sponsor for JVS SoCal's Fritz and Friends event. Each year, JVS SoCal helps nearly 50,000 people in our community with essential job training and placement services, and that's why we're proud to support them.
For those of you who do not know much about JVS SoCal, here's a brief introduction to this amazing organization. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Thank you.
JVS SoCal has established a legacy of service to our diverse communities since 1931. At JVS, we bring together partners from the corporate, government, nonprofit, and philanthropic sectors to support our clients through an integrated network of programs. They include the unemployed, working poor, veterans, at-risk youth, people with disabilities, and those transitioning from public assistance to employment. JVS SoCal provides not only job training, but professional workplace skills and access to major employers, giving each person the tools and comprehensive support they need. In just 3 of our JVS Works career training programs, we've placed close to 2,000 graduates in growing industries, an 81% placement rate. Our goal is to empower each person to achieve stability and independence that lead to sustainable employment and a way forward. Empowering one person to achieve sustainable employment has a multi-generational impact and the power to change communities.
Well, I hope that proves to you how important it is to have you here tonight and to let you know how much we appreciate your donations. I got to tell you, any donation of any size is so much appreciated. These are slightly different times. Every family has to make certain sacrifices, and the fact that you're here and that you can make a donation of any size means so much to us. I want to tell you that this show, should any of your friends and important people miss it, is going to be rebroadcast in perpetuity on YouTube, so you can direct your friends to it if you have a good time tonight, and they also will have an opportunity to donate right there on the bottom of the screen on the YouTube broadcast. And so we hope you'll do that. I want to also say thank you to another of our beautiful angels here at JVS SoCal. I would like to say hello to my former fiance, Sophia Fitzmaurice. And it's not embarrassing to her that I say former fiance. We were going to get married, but of course, COVID threw a monkey wrench into that, and we had to cancel the celebration. We had rented the Shrine Auditorium, and things got dicey, and there was a lot of paperwork, and she had me deposed. But we're still friends, and I want to say hello to her, and I want to bow in her direction for being the generous, beautiful people she is, always keeping us in her heart, JVS SoCal. Now let's get to some comedy. I invited some of my friends, people that are headliners in all the clubs around the United States. Some perform all around the world to the troops. They're going to make you smile and take you out of your pandemic malaise for just a few minutes. And we're going to see smatterings of all the comics in each of these presentations. But the first one this time is my good friend Don McMillan, had a special on Comedy Central. He plays to 10 and 15,000 person audiences around the world. Please enjoy my friend Don McMillan.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that really nice, warm welcome. No, please, really, it's embarrassing. Don't go. There's actually people standing in their Zoom boxes. Thank you so much for that virtual standing ovation. Really, you're too kind. I am a nerd. I'm a proud nerd, and I think there's probably some nerds out there just like me. But I'm not a geek. I am a nerd and not a geek. And what's the difference, you ask? I actually have a Venn diagram to show you the difference. I'm one of the few comedians working in Venn diagrams. Takes three things to be a nerd. You have to be smart, socially awkward, and obsessed. All three of those things, and you are in fact a nerd. Smart, socially awkward, and obsessed. Geeks, on the other hand, they're really just smart and obsessed. They get dressed up. They go to comical conventions, cosplay. They go to Star Trek conventions, and that's a geek. And nerds don't get dressed up and do anything. No, that's not a nerd. Stays at home. That's the difference right there. If you're smart and socially awkward up here in that part of the Venn diagram, you're a dork.
Hey everybody, it's nice to be here in my living room. I finally got to go on a bike ride today, and like 80 people passed me, which was weird because it's a stationary bike. I don't know why they were in my apartment. I'm a single lady. The other night I went out with a guy, said he didn't like women who were fragile or vulnerable. So I stabbed him.
Performing comedy in my living room, it does kind of feel like my comedy career has come full circle. So there's a sadness to this as well. This is how it all begins. We walk around, we talk to ourselves in our living room, and 25 years later, I'm going to die here doing it as well. So it's good you get to me. Thank you, man. But, we're all in this together. We've all had quarantine fever and issues. My favorite is everyone checks in with the same words. Everyone's like, how you holding up? How you holding up? This is what I always tell people. I am recently sober. I'm in the middle of a divorce. My career has been wiped off the face of the planet, and now I'm a full-time unpaid homeschool teacher. So my attitude is, I think I'm going to be really bored when the pandemic's over. Positive mental attitude. I will say this though, because there's no rules, we get to decide what's a good day. We get to decide what's a good day and what's a bad day. And I like that. And yesterday, I had an amazing day. Yesterday, I actually put a USB drive in my laptop, first time, first try. It was an amazing day for me. That never happened. I think I have magical qualities now. That never happens to anybody. But now we've done a few of these, and the Zoom comedy is kind of fun. But before the show, they told us that there's a filter you can hit for your video that's supposed to enhance or soften you. So I thought, well, maybe I won't tell people I'm over 50. Maybe I'll just soften the video that way. Yeah. So what happened is I did it, and then I just looked like a really soft man. So I didn't want to do that. So that's not really what I'm going for.
Hi. I almost said it's nice to be here, and then I realized I'm in my house, and it's not really nice to be here. But anyway, I did get some good news today. I got my test results back, and I do not have the coronavirus. I have something called a hangover. Good to know. I got more good news today. I found out that I'm not essential personnel at work or at home. So that's good news. I spent the day today binge watching my father-in-law binge drinking. That guy cannot hold his cough syrup. I live in Los Angeles now, and things shut down here around March 15th. So I haven't been to the gym since 1989. Wow. I did, according to my Fitbit today, I burned 900 calories climbing the walls. So that's pretty good. We've all had to make adjustments. I've noticed that all my restraining orders now say I have to stay 506 feet away. We have to make adjustments.
I joined Weight Watchers a year ago and lost like 45 pounds, right? I gained it back. Put the wool away. I gained it back. I don't deserve it. I screwed up. Back on the wagon. But the point is, when I first joined the program, I was down like, 2 pounds in less than 2 days. But the problem was, I thought I was Jennifer Lopez. I look exactly the same. You know how you lose 2 pounds? You're like, oh my God, you can barely see me. I look exactly the same. But I said to my boyfriend, who in the store, he's a big guy, a fat dude. But I said to him, look, I can't be seen with a fat guy. I said, look at you and look at me. I can't be out there with a fatty. And he said, yeah, I'm a fat guy, but I always leave you satisfied and I pay for everything. What else do you need? Nothing, my bad, sorry.
Yay, funny group of people. You're going to hear bits from them all night long. We're so glad that they could join us tonight. Right now, they're scattered all over the United States. But now we have to get to the reason why you're here. Some people who have benefited, who have been lifted up by JVS SoCal. And the first person, many of you who were at our event last year, the Strictly Business event, recognize him because he was our Inspiration Award winner. This boy became a father at 15 years old, had a series of minimum wage jobs. He had a limited future because of his lack of training and education, and he had just a big financial burden of being a single father. Well, he got involved with JVS SoCal and became part of our Apartment Works program and became one of their great success stories. Meet Luis.
I became a father at the age of 15. As soon as I had my son, I had to find ways for me to provide for them. I did security for 6 years, and I felt that I was never gonna get out of that minimum wage and ever grow. And I heard about the Apartment Works from my friend.
Luis has done a wonderful job. He's one of our top service techs, and his potential can skyrocket.
I believe that one day I could live in one of these apartments and become a maintenance manager or supervisor. I am very grateful for the JVS program. They helped me get my life back on track. My mom was my biggest support. She was a single mother. I one day want to bring my kids and my mother with me. My goal is to give them the life that I wasn't able to have, and to show them that anything is possible in this world, no matter what the struggle is, that they can do it one day. I want to express my personal appreciation to the JVS Apartment Works program, which has put me on the road to a great career. And I thank all the donors who are here tonight who have helped me to make that possible. I am so grateful for this opportunity to change the future for my family.
Some people carve a space for themselves in life and guarantee their success with their personality. And Luis is nothing but personality, and so is his son. We got to meet his son last year. Thanks, Luis, for really earning your Inspiration Award and being such an inspiration to us. So let's show the thermometer. Do we have a fever? I hope so. And see how we're doing. Oh my gosh. We have raised, this is unbelievable, we have raised $612,258, and our goal is $650,000. We're early in the evening, so we're running about 103 fever. Don't take a Tylenol. We need more money. Thank you so much. I want to repeat the information on how you can text the pledge. It's really very easy. Send a text to 91999. You'll text fund space the amount space your name and then hit send, and then you'll click the link to the reply message to complete your donation, and then your name will magically appear at the bottom of the screen, and we will blow a kiss and bow in your direction and be eternally grateful for your generosity. Now back to some comics. The leadoff comic this time is a friend of mine, just one of the funniest people, and he's had such a great history. He's a Harvard graduate. He spent 4 years in the Marine Corps as a lieutenant, and he's a stand-up comic that works all over the world, performing for the troops in war zones and headlines all over the United States. Leading us off, James P. Connolly.
Only issue I have being over 50 is buying clothes, because I'm single, and when I'm shopping for clothes by myself, I'm in a very awkward place in my life because I feel young, but I'm not supposed to dress young. That's the danger zone, right? I got to go for youthful, but I can't go too youthful. You got to pull it back. You got to keep it like this side of creepy. It's a balance that you have to shoot for. It's very dangerous. I'll give you an example. I was wearing a classic Adidas jacket the other day, 3 stripes on the side, and some young guy goes, "Dude, that is a sweet classic Adidas jacket." And I was like, "Wow, well, thank you for assuming I keep my clothes for 35 plus years. I appreciate the compliment." I know you need to rotate fashion. I'm aware that there are trends. I'm not the type of guy that gets stuck. I will tell you one fashion trend that changed that broke my heart. I hope I'm not going to burst the bubble of many of the men there who have to go through all their sports t-shirts. But I'll tell you what right now, man. The cargo short is out. And men love the cargo short because it's form and it's fashion and it is function. But apparently women despise the cargo short. But I'll tell you what, history will smile on the cargo short, gentlemen, because someday my son's going to say, "Dad, when I was a kid and we went out in public, how come you seem so prepared everywhere we went?" And I'm going to say, "Son, there was a time when men walked around outside with shorts with pouches on the outside." It was like having 2 backpacks inside my pants. My outside pouches were so stretched out and filled with supplies. You know what I kept inside mine? Extra pair of cargo shorts. That's how big mine were. I love it, baby.
JVS SoCal was actually founded in 1931. That is amazing. 1931 is when JVS SoCal actually formed and started doing so much good work for here in Southern California. Look how different life has become. It's almost 100 years, but look how different life is since JVS SoCal was founded. In 2020, that is a cell phone. I mean, who doesn't have it? Everybody's got a cell phone. You know what a cell phone was in 1931? That was a cell phone. Yeah. Nobody wanted a cell phone in 1931. No, you did not want a cell phone. No. Different world completely. 2020, there's a child seat. You know where we sat in the car when I was a kid? In the back window. Yeah. In the back window. How did we survive? How did my generation survive? My parents should have been arrested. I mean, my dad would pick the lucky child to sit in the back window. 2020, there's a Wii. My son and I play the Wii. Amazing game. So much better than the games that we had. You know what a Wii was in 1931? That was a Wii. Yeah. No, you did not want to come down Christmas morning and find a Wii underneath your tree.
I was born a size 12. I've never been a small person. When the holidays come, I don't have any way of figuring out what to eat and what not to eat. Because I've been trying to lose weight for a long time. I've done it the wrong way for so long. You know why? I'm from a Jamaican family. My whole family's Jamaican. Yeah, Caribbean. So you know, any kind of ethnic or cultural food, you eat all of it. You don't worry about what it, the calories. But my mother and father, they're in New York. I live in LA, and my mom just loves, to overcook. I went home. I was home for 2 weeks for Thanksgiving, and I came home and she had like 47 pies in the kitchen. And I'm like, who's this for? She's like, "Jacqueline, you have to have food for the company." CNN. She loves news all day long. She watches news 24/7. And she calls me from New York in LA with news every day. That does not apply to me. She's like, Jackie, there's a rapist in Fresno. Be careful. I said, Mommy, I live in LA, 5 hours away from him. He can get in his car and come and get you. I said, Mommy, if a man wants to drive any distance whatsoever to attack any of this, he deserves it. I'm trying to find a husband. You're picky. Wow.
It's funny, when I forget to put my mask on, my wife scolds me. Last night we were having sex and she started yelling, "Hey, put your mask on." I'm like, calm down. But when I go out, I wear a medical mask and I wear surgical gloves. In fact, on my walk yesterday, I removed a kidney. I hope the guy didn't mind.
And I'm not a cougar. I don't know what that's about. The other night I was on a date with a young guy, and in the middle of the date I had a hot flash, and I was too embarrassed to tell him, so I told him I had tuberculosis. And I don't know what that is, so I hope I'm going to be okay.
Hello, my name is Elsa Monti. I am the Senior Vice President of Community Reinvestment, representing Pacific Western Bank. It's our honor and privilege to be tonight's showcase sponsor and support the life-changing work of JVS SoCal. Pacific Western Bank is dedicated to helping those most in need. Our partnership with JVS SoCal goes back many years, and we are proud of the work we've accomplished together. Partnering with JVS SoCal is a perfect way for us to directly impact lives. One person, one family, one job at a time. And please enjoy the show, and I encourage you to support JVS SoCal.
Really important that you know where your generous contributions are going tonight in preparing these people for a more successful aspect of their lives. First of all, there's nothing more important than learning basic math skills and remedial English, and we offer tutoring in those areas. No job is going to be a success without a mastery of the language. Also, transportation vouchers are offered too, and professional attire for job interviews. Some people need a couple of tips on how to dress to impress a potential boss, and we offer those tips to you. Also, help for disabled clients. There are certain aspects of a life of a disabled person that require a little extra attention so that you put a potential boss at ease, and we're so good at teaching them those skills. And also, we'll help with professionally produced videos for a LinkedIn job search. And so these are just a few, regardless of what kind of a job we're helping them find, will be adding to their success. And earlier in the day, early in the evening, we talked to Luis, and he was part of our Apartments Works program. And now we're going to show you another great success story from another area of expertise at JVS SoCal, that is Bank Works. This lovely girl with a spectacular smile and spectacular hair is a girl who was a single mom. She was homeless. She was couch surfing. She had 2 jobs until she got involved with JVS SoCal's Bank Works program. Here's a little about her. She is Rachelle.
JVS SoCal was such a lifesaver for me. At the time, I was struggling to provide for myself and my infant daughter, Autumn. I was living in hotels and working a low-paying job trying to finish school. But then I found the JVS Bank Works program and my life changed. The program taught me banking skills, how to interview for jobs, helped me with job placement, and gave me a new confidence while I interviewed. I graduated from the Bank Works program in July 2018 and began working as a full-time teller at Pacific Western Bank. Today, I have my own apartment, a new vehicle, and a brand new outlook on our future. I can take care of my daughter's needs as well as providing her trips to Disneyland. Every morning when I wake up and see my daughter's face, I'm so grateful for this program. The JVS Bankworks program was our fresh start, my reset button, and now our future is full of hope and possibility.
Hi, Rachelle. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
We are so happy to talk to you. JVS SoCal is so proud of you for what you've been able to accomplish. There's no harder job on the planet than being a single mom and to struggle with homelessness and all of the things you had to endure in the beginning of your life make us even prouder of you. And then, first of all, how's Autumn?
She's good. She's growing up so fast.
How old is she now?
She'll be 3 in August.
Oh my, you've got your hands full. Well,
Yes.
listen, we're very interested in your relationship with BankWorks, Rachelle, because literally every major bank in Southern California participates in this program. And really, it's a life-changing program. Tell us how you got started with them and where you are now.
I got started with JVS just by browsing through Craigslist for a job, but now I'm working at Pacific Western Bank as a full-time teller.
That's wonderful. And if you wanted to continue your career somewhere else, the beautiful thing about BankWorks is it prepares you for a bank job in any bank in which you want to work, right? Would you like to make this your
Correct,
career?
yes. Yes, I want to make it my
Fantastic.
career. I also have some extra side things that I do. But yes, I like to make banking my career.
Well, and you're a teller, right?
I'm a teller, yes.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, listen, you are the one that's making this night so successful for us because you're proving so greatly what we're trying to accomplish at JVS SoCal, and we appreciate it. And here's an interesting statistic: 73% of the people that benefit from BankWorks are women, which is a pretty amazing statistic. As a matter of fact, the Women's Leadership Network is making a lot of changes in the lives of people, just like you were happy to say. And there's nobody better to talk about the work of Women's Leadership Network than Kathy Sudo. Kathy?
Hi, I'm Kathy Sudo, and I'm the chair of the Women's Leadership Network. The work that we do primarily focuses on helping women through career crisis and that transition. That work has never been more important than it is now. We've got a couple of events coming up that will help support us in those endeavors. On August 13th, we've got an acclaimed chef who's going to be presenting 3 cookbooks written by 3 women with incredible stories, and I think you're going to find it very engaging. We're also going to have some fun and test some recipes out, so please join us on August 13th for that. In November, our seminal event, which is our Woman to Woman Conference, is on Thursday, November 19th. It will be virtual, but it is going to be amazing. We've got 2 incredible speakers, and I'm so hoping that you can join us for that. If you have any questions or need any more information, please look for us on the JVS SoCal website. Take good care of yourself, and we'll see you again soon, if from a distance.
Thank you so much, Kathy. We just appreciate the work you do for all of those benefiting from JVS SoCal, but in particular, the women who are a huge part of our support group, as it turns out. We have some fantastic news. We have an angel who has spread her wings tonight. She is Patricia Will. She's part of Belmont Village, this wonderful seniors facility, and she has made a match pledge tonight. She will donate up to $20,000 if we can raise that much online in our text to pledge and otherwise. Patricia, we love you so much. I had an opportunity to talk to you earlier tonight. You are one of our true angels, and thank you very much for your generous offer. A $20,000 match. Let's not let her down, and let's not let JVS SoCal down. So please text the pledge now, and we'll see if we can make this over the next little while. Now we're getting close to my heart. This is the third of our 3 inspirational folks that we want you to meet. He's Jonathan. He was a veteran, an Army veteran. He was stationed in Okinawa. Jonathan has a degree in mechanical engineering. And even though he's a veteran, and even though he has a degree in mechanical engineering, he had a difficult time finding a job, which in my opinion is a sin for somebody that laid their life on the line for us in the United States. And here is the story now of Jonathan and how he benefited from the services of JVS SoCal Veteran Services.
Sometimes all you need is a break, and JVS SoCal was the break for me that changed everything. My life dream was to be a U.S. Marine and serve my country. After my honorable discharge in 2014, I began searching for a new dream and wanted to pursue my education. I studied mechanical engineering at Cal State Long Beach while working at UPS and McDonald's to get by. I completed my degree in December 2019, but after 3 months, I struggled to find a job. That's when the EDD Veteran Center in Lancaster connected me with JVS SoCal. JVS helped me with my financial aid for utilities, gas, and work clothes. They even pre-screened me and assisted me getting an interview at Northrop Grumman. It was that JVS connection that made the difference. Now that I started my career in aerospace as an associate manufacturing engineer at this amazing company where I see myself retiring, the JVS connection was essential and has given my life a new direction and purpose.
Hey, Jonathan. Thank you for your story. Thank you for being an inspiration. And thank you for your service to our country. I want to tell you that the state of California has deemed JVS SoCal as essential. That's a word that's been used over and over again. People in the medical community, grocery store clerks, people that we need to continue our lives, that lift us up in these tough times are deemed essential, as has JVS SoCal been deemed essential. We have many new unemployed people. So honestly, it's not an exaggeration to say the mandate of JVS SoCal has never been more important than it is right now during this pandemic. And to repeat our fantastic news, our great donor, Patricia Will of Belmont Villages, has made a matching donation of $20,000. And if you would be kind enough to make a donation of any size, we could make that $20,000 match and essentially donate $40,000 to continue the essential programs of JVS SoCal. Now back to the comedians. This is one of these ladies, along with the other people, who doesn't even have to say anything amusing. Her personality is so big. I've worked with her all over Southern California. She just is so full of energy and great personality. And when she adds her sharp comedy to it, it's even more fun. Please welcome Jackie Fabulous and the rest of our friends.
The getting older thing, it's amazing. Like recently, I got back with my ex-boyfriend because I recycle. It's easier. I don't got time to break in a new guy. I travel too much. I keep the old guys on the roster. Years ago, he and I are the same age now. But years ago, when he and I were both under 40 years old, he'd wine me and dine me. We'd go to an Italian restaurant. When he and I were both under 40, we'd have all the pasta, all the bread, bottles of wine and cheese, and go back to his house, sometimes and mine, and make sweet love all night long. That was when he and I were both under 40. We got back together. So we could do all that again, go back to the same restaurant, have all that pasta, all that bread, bottles of wine and cheese. We could do all that again. Or make love. I can't do both. There's no way. Anybody here been trying to make love with a belly full of cheese? It's impossible. It's so hard. I mean, you can do it, but you gotta let him know. We could try, but everywhere you want to enter should be an exit. I'm worried about you. I'm so worried. You don't feel sick right now? I'm the only one that's not sick.
So this is a big week for me. On Friday, my wife and I will celebrate our 28th wedding anniversary. Thanks very much. And I'm happily married. I know that I'm lucky because 50% of married people say they're unhappily married. This is according to a poll I took earlier today at my house. What's her problem? My wife has this guy that she's worked with for years that she refers to as her work husband. They have 3 kids together. It's going very well. I met my wife on jury duty. Thanks to me, she was acquitted. You can't really trust DNA evidence. When I first met my wife, I didn't think I had a shot with her at all, because she was just so pregnant. That's not really my type, but my wife's always shocked when I actually know something. Like the other night, we're watching Jeopardy, and the question is, what's the tallest building in the world? And I said, oh, that's Burj Khalifa in Dubai. She's like, how do you know that? I said, well, when your parents are living with us, I Googled, what should I jump off of?
And I don't understand the internet dating. For some reason, men email me naked pictures of themselves. It's crazy. And they're always very casual, like, hi, my name is Phil. I'm an architect from Cincinnati. Thanks for taking the sexy out of tube socks for me, Phil. I'll never get that back. And then other men email me and they say, hey, can you send me naked pictures? And I say, sure. Meet Phil. He's an architect. He likes long walks on the beach. I don't know. I shouldn't even be allowed on the internet. I don't know how to use it. Like the other day I was watching Netflix and that sign came up, the one that says your credit card is about to expire. So now I have to figure out how I'm going to tell my neighbor her credit card is about to expire.
And everything is smart now. This drives me crazy. Every appliance you buy is smart. There's smart phones, there's smart TVs, there's smart watches, there's smart cars, there's smart water. $2.29. That is not. You want to see smarter water? That is smarter water right there. I'm no idiot. There's a smart bra. This is absolutely real. It's a ladies' workout bra. It measures respiration and then moisture and then heart rate built right in there. I'm thinking, why not something for guys? So here is a smart jock. It measures respiration and then moisture and then brain activity right there. I might have made that up. Too. But this is real. I swear that's real.
The greatest thing. I don't know about you, but having the homeschooling thrown upon me was terrifying. I'll never forget, I have one son, 9-year-old, and I'll never forget the moment I found out that I was going to be a teacher. I was in the grocery store, my phone lit up. The phone from the district, a text hit me, and it said that my son was coming home for the rest of the semester. And I remember raising my head in horror, and I look up, and I met the eyes of like 6 other parents, and we all looked at each other, and I just mouthed,
They were laughing in his living room. I could see. Just really great job from all of our comedian friends tonight. One more time, we want to have an opportunity for you to learn the way that you can be helpful with text to pledge. So what you're going to do again is to type 91999 into your phone and then text FUN space your amount. Think carefully about it. We're appealing to your heart here during pandemic times. Be more generous, 2 to 3 times as generous as you might be under normal circumstances. Space your name and then hit send and then click the link to reply message to complete the transaction. We appreciate you and we love you so much, and we don't get to thank you in person for your generosity. And now we needed an adult in the room tonight. So here is the Vice President of Marketing and Communication for JVS SoCal, the beautiful Perrine. I'll be over here sanitizing.
Fritz, words cannot express our tremendous gratitude for everything you have done. So on behalf of JVS SoCal, our entire team and the clients we serve, we'd like to present this special award to you. It says, presented to Fritz Coleman in grateful appreciation for your tireless efforts and years of dedicated volunteerism in support of all those we serve. You make a world of difference. Thank you. We are so grateful for you. I wish I could give you an enormous virtual hug. Thank you so much.
Is it unsafe to kiss through the mask? No, of course it is. You have a family and I don't want to threaten you. Thank you so much.
We're so grateful.
My relationship with JVS SoCal is very important to me, and this has been a lot of fun. And getting to know you has been a lot of fun. Thanks, Pauline.
Oh, we so appreciate you. Thank you.
All right,
Fritz.
now let's build to our dramatic conclusion. Look at this thermometer. We're running a high fever. That's just what we wanted to do. And many of you were saying, wow, that seems to be high early. Let me tell you, and we are beyond thankful for this. Just before the show tonight, we got some substantial donations from new sponsors. And I'm begging you to hang around to the end of the show because it's very important for us to credit those wonderful people who have donated to make this a beyond successful night tonight. We're so happy. And now I'm going to wish you good night. I thank you so much for spending the evening with us. I hope that you will tell your friends, if you had a good time, about our YouTube tape of this broadcast that will air for as long as we need it to, also giving you an opportunity to make a donation that way. Please be safe during these rough times. I hope to see you in person sometime. Now, please enjoy our comics one more time.
It's very different being a parent these days. Every kid is on medication these days. Both my kids are on Rogaine. They insisted. My wife was the one that talked me into shaving my head. She said, I look much younger. And I do. I now look like I'm a week old. Now, both our kids are in college. My son always calls me when he's drunk. And I'm flattered that he calls me, because he's just got the one phone call. This year, my daughter took a bunch of classes in philosophy where they asked the big questions like, what is truth and what is the meaning of life? And I like to ask the little questions like, why am I paying for this?
In my son's defense, is very useful. He's 9, right? So he's got some skills. And so, I don't have a hairstyle anymore because my hair is just growing. And I looked at my son, I said, hey, if I gave you a pair of scissors and we watched a YouTube video together, do you think maybe trim? And he goes, oh, I got a great idea. And I'm like, and you're fired. That's not what I'm looking for in a barber. That type of enthusiasm and independent spirit. That's not what I want at all. That's in my hand.
I hate children. I do everything to childproof my house. I have pills and sharp objects everywhere. Power tools, Tide Pods, whatever it takes, so parents never bring them back. So now I have this. So here's what I found out. I found out mirrors are actually portals to another time. So I said to my friend, where did you get that mirror? He got it from his grandma, who got it when she worked in elementary school in the 1920s, which means somewhere back in time, a teacher says to a student, what are you looking at? And the kid says, I'm not sure, but I think it's a naked lady pulling Fritos out of her underwear. And people come up to me all the time and they say, Karen, can you teach me how to ghost hunt? And I tell them it's very easy. You go to a haunted place and you turn on a tape recorder and you have the same conversation that married people have during sex. You say, could you make some noise so I know you're here? And do you feel anything? And a very cold presence has entered the room.
With. We're having a great time. And he's in my ear. He's like, am I the best lover you've ever had? That is the wrong time for a survey. You don't want to hear the truth. I don't want to tell you the truth. Let's have a good time and we'll talk tomorrow. Because here's the lesson, gentlemen. If you're a good man and you make good money and you have a good job and you take care of your kids and you take care of your mom and you love the Lord and you respect women, guess what? You're not the best lover she's ever had. Do you understand the joke? Who's confused? Because most ladies will agree, and when I say most, I mean all. Every race, every age, a female agrees the best lover we've ever had don't have a driver's license or a credit card or a debit card or a bank account or a car or a full-time job or a full-size mattress or furniture or food in the fridge. He thinks marijuana is a food group. He can't leave California. You know why? He got warrants. He can't leave America. He doesn't have a passport. You want a man with a college degree? You make a U.S. is so cute. He didn't finish high school. Screw school. He's unmarriable, but he's always available, and he is what, ladies? The best lover we've all ever had. You know, it's true.
I don't like these. That feels like I'm taunting an alligator. I hate those. It feels like I'm gonna bite my hand. I don't like those. Remember these? These are gross. Ooh is right. People are going, ooh. If you've never seen these, it's an actual towel. It's so gross. It comes out of the box, goes back. What the hell is happening in that box? I picture a whole Chinese laundry in that box. And I think I figured out what happens. It comes out of the box, goes back into the box, it goes through the wall into the ladies' room, and then it goes back around.
Thanks for coming out here.
I'm Jackie Fabulous, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
You guys have been so much fun.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.